At 34 weeks pregnant, Ashley was hoping to go a little bit longer to help the twins develop more fully. But those babies and her body had other plans. And be advised, we are going into the delivery room, and you will see the birth as it happened. So this may not be appropriate for everyone.
I woke up at 8 and still had the headache, and it was even worse. So I took my blood pressure, and it was 142/94. And Danica had always told me if one of the numbers gets above 140 or 90, either one, you need to get to the ER because that's preeclampsia.
Ashley immediately went to the emergency room, and they didn't let her go home.
It can progress very, very, very quickly. Uncontrolled blood pressure can lead to bleeding into the brain, heart attack.
High blood pressure, or gestational hypertension, is a symptom of preeclampsia, a condition that could put the babies in jeopardy and could be deadly for mom.
Preeclampsia, that can evolve into something called eclampsia, essentially developing cerebral edema. You can develop seizures. That obviously can be very dangerous as well.
The only cure? Delivery.
I even told the doctor, hang on a minute, my husband's an hour away, you've got to give me at least an hour.
From that point on, things moved quickly.
Yeah, I was ready.
To prepare for a C-section. About that time, Daddy arrives. Now, what we didn't get on camera, an epidural, a powerful local anesthetic that numbs Ashley below the waist, but allows her to be awake and alert.
Ashley, you're doing great, and everything's going fine, okay?
In the delivery room, a sheet separates the doctor's work from mom, dad, and the anesthesiologist, constantly monitoring Ashley.
Lots of pulling and tucking here.
Two doctors are on this birthing process. Ashley's OB/GYN, Dr. Danica Wilking, working with her partner, Dr. Melissa Reisinger.
Really?
It wasn't easy, but before you know it...
Hello. You can have one. Oh, I see you.
She's already crying and she's
You're welcome to look up there if you want to see her. You got just her head here. You can go for those shoulders. There we go. Hello. Yeah, tell me about it. So we're going to take a peek at Mom over here. Hey, Mama. Say hello. All right. One down, one to go. You're doing great, honey. Everything's going fine.
Now for number 2.
Here we go. Hi, Preston. Here he comes. Aww. Baby. 1352. Baby. No. 52. Get rid of all that junk. Yes. All right, Mama. We're coming around one more time. Hello. Look at those eyes open already.
Both babies swiftly taken by nurses into the next room to be cleaned up, checked, double-checked, weighed and measured, and checked again. Daddy right beside them, but not quite knowing what to do with these tiny little miracles.
You're more than welcome to touch him. He's sweet as can be.
No, it doesn't take long to get the hang of it.
Hi, Preston
After 4 weeks in the NICU, Preston is finally home with Olivia, Mom, and Dad, just in time for Christmas.
They're here. They're little miracles, and they're healthy as can be, so we couldn't be any more happier.
The miracle that Mark and Ashley had always hoped for is finally here. ×2. Shelley Kirk, Eyewitness News.
It's a day of remembrance, and of course we're remembering Justin today.
American flags, tears, and stories as people remember those who served our country.
I felt very proud, of what my son went through and stuff. Other families, what they went through and stuff, and this is just kind of a recognition for those people, and it's their day.
Veterans Day is not easy for everyone.
I was in Beirut. We lost almost 300 guys. That's why.
Dave Winters is a veteran and president of Vets Honoring Vets, a nonprofit organization helping others who have served.
this is healing for us.
The organization puts up flagpoles in veterans' lawns, thanking them for their service.
I look at my flagpole every morning when I get up and every night before I go to bed.
But for the first time, a flagpole was not put up for a veteran.
The hardest day of our life.
Rather, his family. Sergeant Justin Williams served in the National Guard and later committed suicide after struggling with PTSD.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. He would call me. And at 10 o'clock, committed suicide.
And for a veteran who understands,
Life just isn't the same.
putting up a flagpole for the Williams family on Veterans Day was emotional.
You guys aren't committing suicide because they had a bad day. It's what happens at war.
Watching his new flag waving in memory of his son,
We've got a swing. I'm out here all the time, you know, yard work or whatever. I can come up and sit with him.
John Williams says organizations like Vets Honoring Vets really could help save lives.
It might just be one of these guys that one person calls. You know, that's the only one that, you know, maybe it saved him.
Now, Justin's dad can come out to this swing, look up at that flagpole, and remember his son and the 22 other veterans that commit suicide every day. In Wadesville, Christina Van Zelst, Eyewitness News.
Whether it hangs on a wall or sits on a shelf, art is only as good as its frame.
I feel like I've been doing art for all my life.
Decades ago, Ted Nguyen immigrated from the flooded farmlands of South Vietnam. The water buffalo and rice paddies of his past have blended into his present like a kaleidoscope of pastels. But life, like art, doesn't always afford a blank canvas.
I told the people, cut it down. If you tree the trunk look good, save it for me.
He carved a nutcracker out of a 200-year-old oak tree, chiseled angel wings out of driftwood.
And it's like it fall off the sky.
The retired General Electric engineer is the Rembrandt of refuse. Despite having no formal training, Nguyen's newly completed art gallery is his latest masterpiece.
The foundation and then the side building and the front porch is gone. So it looked really bad.
Time had long forgotten the Queen Anne-style home, built in 1891 for about $4,000. Others tried to renovate it and failed. So Nguyen stepped in and bought the home from the city for $3,500. And nearly 3 years later,
We all put pitch in.
Nguyen's dream was finished.
My dad's very talented. He's a man of all trades, and if he sets himself to do something, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it the best of his ability.
And hopefully last for another 100 years.
Local artists can now display their work and collaborate at the gallery and coffee shop. But like a true artist,
Trade each other ideas.
Nguyen's experience even dictated the gallery's name. Stack is the word cats backwards.
When I found the house, the cat is all over the house. They left litter everywhere. So it was a mess.
Whether it's put on canvas or chiseled out of wood, art is only as good as its frame. And Nguyen's long labor of love will always be his favorite one.